Good morning, this is Alex Bradley from Anything Geeky Reviewed, and I have some, rather bad news for a lot of us, maybe some good news for some people. I was just on N4G and I thought this was worth mentioning. A guy by Bud Custody, and I think the guy from this was Frozen Foxy. They've put up some news about YouTube and how it's getting tough on video game monetization in 2014. Now, as you know, a lot of us, a lot of us don't make a lot of money, if any at all, off our monetization anyway. You have to get quite a lot of views to get in on that sort of monetization, especially something to make a living off. Now, what these companies are doing and what YouTube is doing, obviously, is they're getting tough on the manner because they don't like the idea of us YouTubers using footage from their games in online videos and showing it off and then making money from it. They don't like that because oh shit, they're not making any money from it. And I think this is rather petty. It's actually started to piss me off because I've heard a few things over the last couple of months as I've just started doing YouTube videos, and it's starting to kind of get on my nerves now because obviously these guys are providing a bit more kind of better proof that YouTube is getting hard on the fact. Now, this is a list of companies at the moment that do not accept monetization on their videos. And some of them don't accept any videos of their games whatsoever. I mean, Sega do not give any license to YouTube footage, so they don't want any Let's Plays or anything of their games, which I'm starting to think is a little cocky of a lot of these companies. All the ones on this list do not allow monetization, but most of them don't mind Let's Plays or reviews. So basically, they don't mind you buying their game, they don't mind you reviewing it, and doing lots of Let's Plays showing off the cool game, but they don't want you making any money from it. That sounds great, that does. This has really ticked me off, this has, because, I don't make any money from this. I can show you my YouTube panel if you want. I'll just watch the Total Biscuit. See, Total Biscuit. He'll disappear. Well, he might not disappear completely, but he'll suffer, and so will many other people. Angry Joe is another one that I quite like. They're all going to suffer from this. I'm probably going to blur this login out, but that's fine. I shouldn't have to anyway. They're all going to suffer because they're not going to be able to make money off their Let's Plays. I mean, think about it. They both do great Let's Plays. They both do reviews. They're not going to be able to make any money off that if it shows a lot of gameplay footage or any in some instances. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the back end of YouTube, shall we? And let's have a look at the video manager. I think it shows us that shows us which video is monetized, as you can see from our playlists. And then let's have a look at the channel settings, or is it? I'm still finding my way around this YouTube thing. There we go. 1 subscriber, 99 video reviews. See, we're not doing great, but brand new YouTube channel. I don't expect to do wonderfully. Video manager. That's definitely one. I'll tell you what, I'm going to find it and quickly link it in. There we go. Estimated earnings. Since I've started the channel, absolutely buckled. Now, I haven't had a lot of views, I admit that. We're a brand new channel, and we don't expect to start making money straight away. And we aren't doing this to fund a lifestyle, you know what I mean? We aren't doing this for greed. I wouldn't mind a couple quid a month just to help me run the website, because the website costs me money out of my wage packet. We don't make much money off the website either. Certainly not enough to pay everybody or even run the website off it. So for some of us who do this in our spare time, a bit of money on the side will not just help pay for some of the services we do to try and bring you, some great features and some great news, but it would also help us just, in the everyday, expenses. We have to buy mics, webcams, all sorts of little extras that a lot of people don't seem to realise exist. These cost us money out of our own pockets, and for some people, like Tower Biscuit, this is his living. If you stop monetization on his videos and his work, then you stop him earning a decent chunk of his daily money, which means we may lose some of these people. And I think for a company that is making what I mean, Activision making what at least $1 billion a year, and that's probably just from COD. You ain't got even factoring in their other games like Skylanders must make them a massive bunch, and yet they have the cheek to come to YouTube and say, we don't like what people are doing with their videos, we don't like the fact they're earning money, so can you please stop it? How is that fair to any of us? That isn't. Not only is this kind of breaking our free use, free free speech kind of act, because it's allowing us, to make videos, do our own commentary, do our own reviews. And at the same time, YouTube has a feature that allows us to make a little bit of money on the side when you have enough views. Now, this is just annoying, because this is something, YouTube put in that feature for advertising to help promote video growth. It helped promote, more quality videos, because obviously a video channel that is going to be getting a lot of views like Tower Biscuits or Angry Joe's is going to be is going to be getting a lot more, what do you call, it's going to be getting a lot better quality videos. You don't have this problem with lots of like myself, amateur video reviewers, because we don't earn a lot of money from it, so we don't put a humongous amount of time into it, because it comes out of our spare time. We do what little we can, we learn from our experiences, and we improve until we get to the point where we can offer you the best services on YouTube. I would not buy a game without checking with Total Biscuit or Angry Joe whether they liked it or not, because I trust their opinions. And there are a lot of people on YouTube who do that, and there are a lot of people that trust those people. But if they can no longer make those videos and try and earn at least a part of a profit, because making videos is no short fucking time trial. It doesn't just take half an hour, boom, video gone. No, it can take you an hour and a half, 2 hours just to upload and edit the bastard. You know what I mean? You're not talking about actually video recording it, putting it together. So for them to come to us and say, well, you're not allowed to make money off our videos anymore, your videos anymore, of our game, I think it's just a bit cheeky. You know what I mean? It's a bit disgusting, to be perfectly honest, that companies could stoop that low. And I'm hoping you guys can rally behind this, because this hasn't showed any gameplay footage. It's shown a screenshot of Starbound Beta from Tower Biscuit. It's shown N4G. It's shown somebody's website. It's Cram Gaming. Visit that, and I'll put a link to this video, this article in the comments. Show some support for this, whether you guys agree with this, because this is going to take a chunk of money out of a lot of people's pockets that are already earning it, that are already putting in a hell of a lot of time. I'm pretty sure Total Biscuit does not have a daily job. I'm pretty sure this is his job. Same with Angry Joe. They both do this for a living. They play games, they review them, and they give you some let's plays. That is their living, because that's what they love doing. And they're very lucky to be able to do this as a job, but at the same time, they put in a lot of effort to get this. They put in a lot of effort to show you everything to do with the game, if you want to know. There are some people that don't want to know. That's fair enough. This probably won't affect them that much, but they're still going to look at reviews. Most people, most sensible people, I'm going to say, don't go out and buy a game just because it's on the shelf. Unless it's a series like COD and you don't really care what somebody else thinks about it because you're a COD fan, then fine, go out and buy it. But a lot of us, especially with new IPs or new sequels and we haven't played the past games, will definitely check up a review and say, is this game any good? Or is this game better than the last game that I played of it? And unfortunately, that is something that will die down at least a little. I don't know whether it will completely die down, but it does mean that I think the reason they're doing it is so companies can control who gets to do a review. So a company will go like Activision, here's a copy of COD, review it for us, and you get to keep the copy. That's it. You know, I don't think channels are going to be able to make a living off reselling a 20 or 30 quid copy of COD that's been used. You know what I mean? So I think this is a ploy probably from the companies to try and get their own reviews more sponsored than free to use reviews, because even though they're not banning people from using their footage, not all of them are. They are to an extent limiting what you get feedback wise. You know, you don't make any money from it that way. It's worth less of your time, because if you have to spend 2 or 3 hours on each review or each video, then obviously that's 2 or 3 hours of your time. Unless you don't mind and you've got loads of spare time, chunking that time away just to do a video, then that's the only reviews you're going to get. But everybody else who has to make a living, has to make videos to make a living, they're going to be concentrating on videos that make money, which means no more Let's Plays, no more video reviews of the actual game footage, which is kind of two major, sections of the of YouTube, of gaming YouTube. Previews, things like that. Show you gameplay footage. Now, big companies do make decent money off doing new trailers or their own trailers, or brand new footage you haven't seen before, because obviously everybody wants to see it. They start taking away monetization for that, and well, what's the incentive anymore? Unless they can drive you straight to their own website where they might make a few bucks off the advertising, they're not going to, make so much money anymore. Which means they're either going to stop making them, which is, probably 70–80% of us. I mean, I'll carry on making the little videos I can make in my spare time, but it certainly encourages me to not put any more effort into it. If I can't at least make a couple bob to help with the website, then well, why should I? Fine, I'll show you guys what I can. I'll do what I can, but my spare time is limited as it is. Taking more time out of that to simply make a video is not exactly the most what would you say, encouraging thought. You know what I mean? You can probably tell this has pissed me off quite a lot. And I think this news is probably going to piss a lot of other people off. I'd like to know what other YouTubers think. If you guys see this video and you guys haven't made a video, or you have, let me know down in the comments, and I'll watch your video to see what your thoughts. Because this is ticks me off a little bit. For somebody who's new to the genre, who hasn't actually made a single dime off YouTube, and yet the potential for me to do so is being taken away from under my feet. It seems just a bit harsh and a bit disrespectful for my work. You know what I mean? Why should I put all this effort in to try and give you guys a great look? You guys are great, but at the same time, that's a massive chunk of my time. There's a reason why advertising has existed for 30, 40 years, maybe even longer on some of the TV channels. It's because it makes those programs worthwhile. It pays for those programs. You can't have great quality programs without some money to pay for it. Not unless you're freaking rich as a king or something. Rich as a Prince of Bel-Air. Without that sort of financial backing, which unfortunately not many of us have, there's not so much chance to buy all the great equipment that you hear people talking with. I mean, I know mine isn't great; it's what I can afford. Total Biscuit and Angry Joe have some great equipment. I know Angry Joe uses a green screen. That's sometimes it can be quite expensive equipment for the cameras and the software that do that. All of a sudden, for that money that pays for those things to disappear means, well, those guys are going to have to start looking for other jobs. Either that or making videos that have no gameplay footage whatsoever and could make money from that, which may not be as good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that clears this one up. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, because I honestly am interested, and I hope you guys kind of sympathise with us at least a little bit. I mean, I know we are making some money off other people's property, but we are trying to show it off in usually a good light. We don't usually make that many videos of crap games. It's not really much encouragement or drive to make a video of a crap game. It's only really to do a review of it, and that's it, because we don't want to have to go back to it. What we do is we make really good videos of games we really enjoy, and that usually comes across when we make them. So thank you guys for your support, and let me know down in the comments what you guys actually think of this. Your honest opinions. If you guys agree with this, then please let me know why. I don't mind talking to you guys down in the below. Okay, see you in a bit. Bye.